In this video, I will show you how I turn this Pokemon into a realistic version using Ibis Paint X. Here we are in Ibis Paint X, and as always, we're going to trace out our subject and turn it into solid shapes so that later we can add textures and make it look realistic. By the way, if you want tutorials for highlights, shadows, other basics, and my brushes, check the link in the description. Okay, that looks weird, but I hope it turns out good soon. Now that we've got all our shapes traced out, let's add some textures to bring it to life. Let's use this dog image and see if it works. I guess we can use the liquify tool to get it in place. We have a small issue. The dog has a chain on it. Don't worry, we can use the copy pen from the special tools and cover up the chain like this. By the way, if you don't want to do it this way, you can use Snapseed or Lightroom to remove the chain. I just don't want to switch between apps, that's all. Also, while using this, make sure you don't take samples from the same spot. Try moving the pointer to different matching areas. Let's add this leg. I think we should remove this area, insert the same image, and fill it in. We can use the liquify tool for the rest. Same goes for this leg too. Now we've got a rough shape for our Pokemon, but we need to fix the orange color. For that, I decreased the saturation completely for all the images. Then I painted black over the area and tried different blend modes to see which one fits best. It's got this orange design on its chest area, so let's trace a shape like this and see if changing the blending mode gives us a good result. I'm not getting a satisfying result, so I cut out that area and played with hue, saturation, lightness to recreate the orange color. I think this looks okay to me. To make it look more natural, I used a hair smudge brush and smudged the edges like this. Next, we have to shade the thing on his chest, so let's add some basic shading first, just to figure out where the shadows need to go. That'll help later on. Let's use the lasso fill tool and fill these areas with black. I feel like this is an easier and more effective way to add shadows. We still need to use the airbrush though. Now let's decrease the opacity like this. Let me quickly change its color. Great, that just made it look more transparent. Okay, that looks better now. Let's smudge these edges so they fade in naturally. Once that's done, I use the airbrush to paint more shadows to give it that 3D look. I also use the smudge brush to make everything look more even. Let's paint some shadows on these parts. You can see it's slowly taking shape. I think at this point, we should add the head. So let's bring in this bad boy and mask him out quickly. Let's position him like this. I guess this looks fine for now. I'm using Liquify to pull these two sides. I think we should pull it down a bit more. Now let's trace the horns. I'm not sure how they'll look though. They seem too tall and kind of weird. See? It already looks off. I don't know what size would make it look better. Let's just remove these ears. It has this design on the face, so I'm sampling a color and painting it on. Let's add this texture. I highly doubt it'll work, but for now, let's go with it. I might change it later. I decreased the saturation and adjusted the lightness and contrast. Now I'm painting some basic lighting. Let's paint some shadows underneath to make it look less weird. Adding the same texture again, warping it into place, and adding shadows, pretty much the same process. Finally done with our Pokemon. Now we just need to add him to a background and do some color grading. By the way, if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and share it to support my channel. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos.